Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to e-rev.tv, the electronic revolution, bringing you some CEVO professional tonight between EG and RS. First map's going to be on Zelnaga Caverns. I am Laser, and casting with me tonight, as always, is Trey. How you doing, Trey?
Pretty good. Good to be here. This is, of course, going to be the first game in the semifinals between RS versus EG. RS is on a pretty good hot streak now, and they haven't lost in at least 10 weeks of CEVO, and I don't think they've lost any ESEA games either. So, but EG's only lost 2 games in CEVO ever. So, you know, anything could happen.
Yep, I'm pretty excited to see it. This is going to be game 1 of 4 best of 3s. Hopefully we'll be able to bring all 4 best of 3s if, you know, these guys agree with us, which hopefully we've made enough friends with both these clans that they will. But, you know, we'll see what's up. They're throwing my name around in chat. I feel good. I feel pretty good about myself now.
You're super famous.
I'm famous in the CEVO professional last-minute casting, you know, genre of the game now.
Hey, match in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we were wondering, you guys want to cast this? Because it starts in now. And you're like, oh, alright. Okay, sweet. Let's do it. Let's go. But what do we got for your Terran? Let's see. You play T, I play P, you know? If any of these viewers that we have that watch us for a long time should know that already. So what's the Terran doing considering he went barracks and then gas? What do you expect?
Nothing too crazy. Probably just that fast Marauder with slow push that we like to see. We're gonna see an orbital of 15. There we go, cancels that SCV. And if he's able to get that one Marauder, and what you're hoping is that your opponent has Zealots, and if he doesn't get a fast Stalker, that could do a lot of damage.
Okay, well, I was tabbed out for a second, throwing the link around. Sorry, you know, last minute, gotta get the link to the stream around. So anyone who's watching, please throw the link everywhere. Team Liquid, IRCs, you know, throw some Ds. And whenever I hear that song, by the way, side note, throw some Ds, I always imagine Grover from Sesame Street running around with like a bag of letter Ds, and he just throws them everywhere.
Okay.
It's like, what's up? I don't know. One day I think I was drunk and I looked at somebody. I was just like, "How do you throw D's on stuff?" Like literally, just straight. I was like, "Does Grover just run around and throw D's out of a bag? Like, what's going on?" But back to the game. Double gas with 1 barracks, so maybe Banshees, maybe.
I don't know. He's building a proxy factory, so that might have something to do with it. But I'm not entirely sure what he's gonna do yet.
Okay. Well, Protoss is pretty standard stuff. I mean, he's got 2 gateway, 2 gas. He's not expanding, so he's got, what, 3rd gateway now? This might be 3 gateway robo, which is pretty good opening against Terran, obviously. You get your observer pretty fast, lets you deal with any type of Banshee harassment, anything like that, and it's just overall pretty good. You can transfer to Colossus. And hey, Proxy Factory is going to drop over there in the corner. I'm going to switch to EG's EGxSlavv's cam. He should be able to see it. I don't think it's going to be able to be all fogged up. No, he sees it.
But remember, we've seen him do this before. He doesn't even care if he sees it. He'll land it anyway, right in his face, because basically, if you're going to Sentry Heavy Armor, you're not going to be able to harass, take care of those Hellions.
Guess what? He can't see it anymore. If you switch to EGxSlavv's cam, I'm on EGxSlavv's cam right now. He cannot see it. It's in the fog. Granted, he can't put a tech lab or a reactor on it because it's in there, but here comes the Hellion.
He's getting 2 starports now. Wouldn't surprise me to see a Banshee heavy build. The starport's already rallying out towards his base, where that factory
the tech lab. Oh, this is terrible for EGxSlavv. I mean, he's doing that Sentry opening build, and look, here it is. He sees the Hellion in his base.
And again, there's not too much you can do, man.
Oh, he just lost like 7 pro. That was a lot of pro.
Yeah, pulling 2 or 3 off the block isn't bad, but when you get that big group, that's what the guy with the Hellion wants. You know, so sometimes the best thing to do is to just actually leave your probes where they are. and try and trap them that way.
It's 24 probes now for Axlav to 24, or 25 now to 24. 25 probes to 24 SCVs. We only have one mule out right now for the Terran, who finished his second command center. He just hasn't upgraded or moved it yet.
Well, he's getting his first Banshees coming out, and he's also getting Cloak, so yeah, we're gonna see what I was talking about, just a 2-port Banshee build. A lot of times with the 2-port Banshee they won't get Cloak, but I imagine this is kind of late, so he had a little bit more resources saved up.
Is this factory? Oh, the factory's on fire. I wonder if he's actually gonna get an SCV or drop a mule over there to save it. I mean, it might be worth it, so he doesn't have to build another factory if he needs an armory, or does he have an armory somewhere right now?
No, he doesn't have an armory, but he does have enough for that mule if he wanted to do that. It looks like he might.
He could just run an SCV.
Here we go. That first Banshee has made his way to Axlav's expansion. It's gonna get one probe of Cloaks. Oh man, with no robo. Oh well, with a robo, but no observers. He's gonna be able to get a few shots in for free. Splitting up. That's excellent. Because obviously he can only cover one.
Yep, he has a second one coming. He's got 2 observers out now. He's making a third.
5 go.
So he's gonna have an observer in each base, and then probably one to scout some intel.
Yeah, and Axlav is actually still ahead also in the worker count after that.
Okay, so what would you do now? Because to me, I see triple starport with Tech Labs, which means this guy's just making.
Well, he's heavily invested in this Banshee strategy. There's not a whole lot of flexibility with this because he's only got 1 factory and 3 starports, you know, and the only real heavy thing besides battle cruisers is going to be Banshees, which may still work. The Stalker's fire doesn't do too well against Banshees. So, if he gets enough and he's able to take down those Stalkers.
Yeah, we actually do have someone on our team that does this. Actually, anyone who watches the stream, Garrett does this in TVP. Just gets a lot of Banshees and takes the Stalkers out. Yeah, he did. But he's prepared. He's got Stalkers back at base and he's moving out. Oh, he doesn't have an observer with him. Does he? Oh, there it is.
He does. It's all the way to his base.
Nope, there's an observer in the middle of the map.
Oh,
engagement on the bunker.
Oh man, a full surround repair is almost unbeatable. Good force field, stopping him. But now he's forced to deal with the Banshees. Oh man, he's gonna get a lot of Stalkers. He's gonna lose, but he's gonna repel this attack.
Yeah, he can't deal with the bunker now is the problem. He doesn't have enough.
Yeah, 4 more Banshees in production and another starport.
He's up to 5 gateways now. 5 gateways and 2 stargates. So we might see Phoenix's. I wouldn't expect Void Rays to deal with that shit with Banshees. We're just gonna probably see Phoenix's, observers, and then stay with like a mixture of gateway units to deal with the little bit of bio that's inside the bunker, and they need Marines or anything like that. By the way, he's got what's up?
I was gonna ask if the Phoenix attack did bonus to light armor.
You know what? I don't know off the top of my head. It might. We got Phoenixes coming out now, so 2 of them. So it's a good call. We can check their attack when they come out. But you know, someone's already on the e-rev forums going, "Lol, nerds! You don't even know what kind of attack Phoenixes do. Noob. Go cast the OGL StarCraft. Lol, lol, lol." But guess what, man? You don't like it? You go get your own casting job. Alright? Okay. Phoenixes are out, and they do extra damage versus light. So there you go.
That's what I thought. Axlav's kind of keeping him relatively contained for what's going on right now. Oh, he's going to see that command center and force an attack.
Just so many Banshees. Look at this.
Flanked by the Phoenixes. If he loses
Still got the bunker, though. Bunker's done.
Yeah.
He's got to take out all the Marines so that these Phoenixes can just LOL on the rest of the Banshees.
Yep. That's what's
Oh,
gonna
Vikings!
happen.
I didn't
Got
even see
Vikings,
those. 3 of them.
though. Yeah.
He's gonna easily take the Vikings out though if he micros the Banshees.
Yeah.
Or sorry, micros the Phoenixes.
Doesn't look like a whole lot of
Oh, he's
micro
repairing
going on
it.
right now.
Look, he's got 5 SCVs repairing the Viking. He's
It
not.
was
He's
just a slugfest for a minute. And I was wondering what was going on. They're both kind of just staring at each other, punching each other in the face.
This is it. I think Axlav's got it here.
Yep. I think we're going to see a good game pretty soon here. Because, yeah, that's
Oh, 3 more Vikings and 2 more Banshees.
not much bouncing back
GG.
you can do from this.
And they're going to
Let's
go to
go
Metalopolis for games.
All right, weird first game, to say the least. Definitely worth watching, though. I thought Boo had it in the beginning, but actually, Axlav was able to pull through. He changes his mind. He says, "Actually, lost temple, please."
Man, all sorts of mental. He's gonna mess him up, you know, psychologically. He's changing maps on him. He might even change races. Lost Temple, and he'll go Zerg.
Yeah,
He doesn't play
in
around.
CEVO, you're allowed to. In CEVO, you can change your race during a match if you please.
By the way, for anyone watching this, this is the first best of 3 out of 4 for this clan war in CEVO. There might be a small intermission in between the next matches and this one because this had to be played earlier. I don't know if it was because of Boo or Axlav, but someone couldn't play at the same time as everyone else because obviously they're more important and had stuff to do in their lives. So this is a little bit of an early match. Let's get our video guy in here.
Yeah. Axlav gets in there and he says, "I thought he said metal." Damn it.
See? Messing with him psychologically.
And now he makes Axlav the host this time. He made Boo the host last time, and he says, "That's not fair. I want to be the host."
It's all about equality, man. You know, one of them might be Protoss, and the other one might be Terran, and they might be from 2 different clans, but we're all part of the same community, you know what I mean? This is like we all...
The important thing is they tried really hard, and they're both still good dear friends.
That's right, that's right. I mean, it doesn't matter if your bedroom's on the 1st or 2nd floor, you know, or you know, like, what part of the kitchen you sit at when you eat breakfast, as long as you're in the same house, you know? It's all about being family. But... spawning positions, 12 o'clock, yellow Protoss, e.g. Axlav, and 3 o'clock, green Terran, RS Boo. So...
neither one of them actually doing crazy weird spamming like you usually see most players of 900 APM in the beginning of the game. Both these guys have stayed relatively low because, to be honest, there's not a whole lot of work to be done when you're building an SCV.
What are you talking about? You have to hit E so hard to make probes? If you don't have 200 APM while you're making probes, they don't even come out. They just sit there.
The only way I could see you need high APM is if, like, you know how on max you can set it to, like, triple clicks or something?
Okay.
You could set, like, every time you build a probe, it could take 10. So you just have to sit there and legitimately spam.
We'll see. I have a Razer keyboard that has macro keys on it. By the way, I'm totally plugging Razer because they give me so much money and free stuff to talk about them over here at e-rev. And by that, I mean they don't give me shit, which is a problem. But I have a Razer keyboard, and it has macro keys on it. And definitely, I remember for some games, instead of spamming a button, I would just set up one of the macro keys to hit the same button like 50 times. So now I'm going to change them to making probes, and all I'm going to do is have it set to be the probe button like 100 hits every time I hit it. But, alright, so same thing, barracks and gas for our Terran player, same opening pretty much. Protoss player, standard opening, you know, gateway, gas, extra pylon on 16. I mean, you can't really tell what's going on until about the 24, 26 supply mark anyway, unless it's like some crazy cheese.
Yeah, definitely.
This would
Blue,
have
but
been...
still not able to scout anything of Axlav's yet, which is kind of big in the early parts of the game.
It's not as big vice versa, though, because even though Boo hit every wrong spawn position and got to Axlav late, Axlav doesn't have like a stalker or something out to deal with the SCV, you know what I mean? Whereas if you
Yeah.
do that late versus a Terran, you're pretty much screwed because there's the Marines waiting on the ramp because you can get them so much quicker. And I just mean as like a ranged unit, because if he had a Z-Lot, it wouldn't have mattered. You're just gonna run right past that and loll at it.
Yeah. Looks like he's going another 2-gas build. He's going to get that bunker to shut down any kind of run-by type scouting as he builds his first factory towards the top of his base there. Maybe trying that jump over and land like he did last game. It's going to be a lot quicker for him. He could yield a lot better results.
Yeah, I was gonna say this would be way. This is obviously a way better positioning for the strategy he had used on Zelnaga. And then also, another side note for anyone who watched the previous cast, you cannot jump a stalker from these two spots. Because I tried it for like hours in a custom game the other day, and it doesn't work. I tried like every single spot I could think of. Yep.
He is spreading. He's spreading that pylon out like he was last time, and he's using that stalker to cover the dead space. So there's nowhere that he's going to be able to land without being seen. So I think he says, you know, screw the landing. I'm just going to see what I can see. And he is able to see all of Axlav's base. Not that expansion though.
Yeah, well, he should know that something's up because this late into the game, if a Protoss doesn't have a second gas geyser, which he's just dropping now, and he doesn't have a 4 warp gates all up, that means he's not doing the 4 warp gate all in, and since he only saw 2 gateways, and like the second gateway wasn't even done, he should pretty much instinctively know that there's an expansion up.
Exactly. We're going for another 2-port Banshee build. 1 barracks with a reactor. Looks kind of similar to what he did the first game.
Now, what I think should happen with this factory is he should swing it all the way across. Now, I'm going to do it with my camera, if my camera's locked on for the video. Swing it all the way across the left side of the map, through the middle, and then up towards the expansion and land it on the cliff, and just make siege tanks up there, and pretty much null and void Axlav's expansion. Is what I would do at the factory at this point. I mean, because he's trying to land it again in that base, which is awesome, but I mean, it's not even that he can see them. I'm just saying,
well,
like,
he's going
the effectiveness
for like a 2-pronged harassment.
Yeah, but the effectiveness of one Hellion over here, which is now spotted. Look, soccer see it. The effectiveness of one Hellion there versus putting the factory on the cliff and making siege tanks is just ridiculously huge. It's a huge boost if he would just make siege tanks on the cliff. But again, these Banshees doing some damage.
I think he's
They're
gonna
gonna get
lose.
picked off.
One's able to get away because, like I said, that Stalker doesn't do too much to Banshees. They don't get a bonus. Alright, 3 great Robo. Getting more observers. I don't think Protoss use observers enough, just in general.
It's gone up since they reduced the mineral cost of the observer and stuff like that, but still not nearly as much. I mean, usually people get 1 or 2, you know, 1 to scout and 1 with their army, and I mean, last game, Axlav had 3 or 4. You know, more than the average. By the way, double expansion for our Terran player. He just landed 1 base in his nat, which he's upgrading orbital, and then he went and expanded to the 6 o'clock position natural.
Yeah. I think psychologically he's got Axlav thinking he's going to be being harassed that entire time, which he kind of is, but I wouldn't say enough to keep all of his units in his base like he's doing right now.
Food cap for Axlav now after the
Boo
pylon.
feels relatively safe. Yeah, yeah, excellent harassment there. Anything he can do to keep him from producing and coming at him, but while that third base gets up, and then he'll be way ahead. Because I mean, he's got
Researching
that
blink.
observer, the looking at that gold patch, which would be the natural next progression. And I think Boo knew that, and that's why he chose to go and build where he did.
Yep, he doesn't even see it at all. Just switched his camera check, and he has no idea what's going on there. But we do have +1 weapons halfway done for the Protoss player, and blink is about a third. So those are going to be good upgrades, definitely, for the Stalkers to deal with these amount of Banshees. Again, by the way, just strictly Banshees. I mean, not even throwing in... I mean, if he were to throw in just a few Marines and Marauders, I feel like he would overwhelmingly beat the Protoss player.
Yeah, and at any given time, he does have extra money so far, so it couldn't hurt. But yeah, excellent harassment by Boo, multitasking several groups there, able to turn Axlav's attack completely around.
So basically for the newer Terran player in this TVP setup, what you would do, by the way, blink almost done. There's definitely going to be a blink up right here into the main. They're getting ready. I'm going to keep my camera over that. But basically what you do in TVP with the Banshees is you would build a little bio ball, and then what you do is you focus down the Stalkers, and then any other gateway units just get annihilated by the Banshees. And then the Stalkers here in the main are just taking out Vikings, they should be taking out the tech, like the reactors and the tech labs, but oh, they're gonna take out a lot of workers here, a lot of workers.
Man, this is bad for Boo. He does have that third base though.
Look at this blink micro. Look at this, all down. So good,
man. Yeah, not bad for Axlav. Didn't you lose too many units, and Boo lost a lot. If you look at the unit counter right now, only 17 SCVs left to Axlav's 50.
And Axlav's saying that he has lag, and that he can micro in that lag. Damn, he can't even play. That's Axlav not even playing, by the way. So, oh, he's asking us to leave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm sad facing. What do we do here? Do we back out? Or
He's saying it's completely unplayable, so, I mean, yeah. We'll let him talk about this, but yeah, it looks like they want to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head out.
okay. Hold on, he's gonna try one more time. Let's see, hopefully his lag drops. If it doesn't, then we'll leave. Oh, well, we lost our video guy.
Video's left the game anyway.
Alright, well, we'll just keep everyone up to date on what's going on.
He said still it's,
No, he said it's
he said
fixed.
it's fixed now. What the
Okay,
hell?
okay.
Alright, whatever.
Well,
Really
whatever, we'll
weird.
just give you guys the audio.
No, that's pretty weak,
Which-
actually.
It's pretty much, I don't want to just say it like that, but the game was pretty much over because Boo was so far behind on harvesters at this point, and Axlav is just in the base, doing the damage. And we might just see a good game here, or hear a good game, because Boo is completely out of harvesters.
Where is Axel playing from, do you know?
I don't know exactly where he's playing from, but just so you know, Boo lifted all his starports up and he's flying them away. Because
Nice.
Axlav
Classy
has
move.
pretty much won the game already.
Classy move for a classy gentleman.
Oh, super classy. He's lifted that expansion at the 6 o'clock natural, and he's gonna land it on the island in the bottom right corner.
Hell yeah. That's what we
Oh,
like to
you know what I didn't notice this whole time? Boo has had about 15 Banshees, and he took out every base of Axlav's. Axlav only has a Forge and Twilight Council up, and he's taking everything else out. So this is a base race with Banshees versus Stalkers, except the Terran's on the island. So if the Banshees keep doing work, they win the game.
Nice. Maybe we'll actually get to cast this third game.
Maybe. The Banshees. The problem is, oh, the Stalkers blink on the cliff. They've got observers with them. Stalkers are taking out a lot of the Banshees. He's gone from 12 Banshees to 7 Banshees. So he just lost half his army. Axlav is on 2 base, whereas Boo is on A base. And by A base, I mean he has 1 Harvester and 2 Mules, and Axlav has F fully saturated 1 base, and the second base is... oh no, second base is actually just Stargates. So he's going Stargates again, making Phoenixes. So this is pretty much going to be the game.
Yeah, in a base trade you generally have to have a better army than your opponent, and if those armies went head to head, they wouldn't win. And I know you can blink to the island from the land, though.
Oh yeah, you could, but these Phoenixes are just going to shoot down these Banshees now. Most of them don't have any energy for Cloak anyway, and the ones that do aren't going to get away because they have an Observer right on top of them. But he's lost all his Banshees. He's lost everything except he's making 2 more Banshees. Committed. Oh no, he's making Vikings now at the bottom island. I think Boo's just going to GG here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like there's too much he can do.
And there's the GG, well played from Boo. So EG Axlav wins 2-0 in this first best of 3 between EG and RS.
Alright, the rest of the games will be coming to you at 9 Central. We will be casting those. And good luck to both teams in the future. Mike, you got anything?
No, just tune back in about a half hour, right? Is it 9 Central or 9 Eastern?
9 Central is what I was told. Anytime between
Okay,
8
so-
and 9 Central.
Okay, so we'll see you guys in about, 30 minutes, an hour. Hopefully, just keep it tuned. We'll throw the stream back up, and then hopefully we'll have 3 more best of 3s between EG and RS. Most likely, it'll probably be. I've only seen EG use like the same lineup, which is usually like Axlav, LZ Gamer,
Yeah.
In Control, and who are we missing?
Strife Crow.
Strive Crow. Yep, and then RS usually uses like Maker and Ver and stuff like that. So hey, maybe we'll see LZ Gamer versus Maker. It'll be a nice little
It would
clash
be
for you.
awesome.
Alright. So we're out for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again in about 45 minutes to an hour.